Hi everybody, it's Carrie. I am your independent Scentsy consultant, and today's video is going to be about what I am warming. I have a lot of people who ask me for suggestions and what are some of my favorite scents that I prefer, especially this time of year. So I figured the best way to go through those is on wax change day, which happens to be today. So I thought I would tell you about what's coming out of my warmers and what's going back in. So first, I'm going to start off with a non-wax scent. Now, if anybody doesn't know by now, Scentsy is not just warmers and wax. We've got lots of other scented products: home fragrance, body fragrance, personal fragrance, laundry, kids, pets. We've got it all. So the first scent that I'm going to tell you about, or that I am switching out today, is Jammy Time, which is actually in my son's room, and it's not a wax, but it is one of our pods, and this is in a mini fan diffuser in his room. You guys, where do boys get these smells from? My son is 5. Where do these smells come from? How does this happen? I don't understand, but it's starting already. So we've got a mini fan diffuser in his room, which is perfect for a number of reasons, mainly because we need some good smells in there, and he got to pick out his own fragrances, and right now we're doing Jammy Time. Secondly, in a high traffic area like a kid's room or where there are pets, warmed wax or diffused oils with water might not be the best option for you. So something like a diffuser pod, which we've got scented fragrance beads in here, this might be a better option. This is what's producing our fragrance in a little fan that's blowing it, dispersing it into the room, rather than warmed wax or oils with water. So for those high traffic areas with kids, areas with pets, this can be better. I like that it's small. I don't know how kids have so much stuff, but we don't have a lot of room or a lot of space in his room to have a big warmer. So this is perfect because the fan is only like this big. So it just gets tucked away. It plugs in by USB, so we don't have another outlet being taken up. This plugs in by USB. These are great for on the go, in the office. If you've got a USB hub in your car, which a lot of people do now, this is great for car fragrance. But so we've got Jammy Time going in his room. This one's actually not switching out right now. This is just what I've got warming in there. Really packs a punch. Scentsy says that these will last for about 120 hours. I don't ever turn this off. I don't ever unplug it. This has been going for over a month and it is still going strong. His room is still nice and fresh, so I'm super impressed with how this is working. So we've got the pods in his mini fan diffuser, and again, we've got Jammy Time going right now, and these do come in a 2-pack, which is spectacular. In my bathroom, we switched out today. Right now, I have the frosted flannel mini warmer going in there. Anybody who knows me knows that I love snowflakes, partially because there's something just magical about them, and partially because they're not Christmassy, so I don't have to only have them up during the holiday. I can start putting snowflakes up like the day after Thanksgiving, and they don't have to come down until, I don't know, Valentine's Day. Maybe not that long, but they're not just holiday, they're wintry. So most of the warmers that I have throughout my home versus the ones that are just here in my office, in my Scentsy room, the ones that are actually out in my home are all snowflakes so that they can be out longer. So frosted flannel is in my bathroom right now, gorgeous buffalo plaid with the little blingy snowflake. Coming out of there is Pretty in Plaid. This was my first time warming this one, and this was great. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. Pretty in Plaid has juniper berries, wintergreen, which gives it a nice fresh note, and then fir and cranberry. And cranberry is super popular this season, and I've got it going somehow in a lot of different places in my house. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like the berries and the fir and the wintergreen and the cranberry. It seemed like there was a lot going on, but it was actually really, really nice. I liked this one a lot. So that was Pretty in Plaid. And I switched that one out. And for anybody who's not familiar with these guys, these are the cotton cleanups. Super, super convenient, super handy. So you're not trying to switch out your wax and messing around with like paper towel or cotton balls or anything like that. Or please don't be like me. When I first learned about Scentsy and I didn't know any better, and here was me trying to take the hot dish with the melted wax in it and like pour it in my trash can. Oh my God, please don't do that. This little cotton cleanup, when the wax is melted, set this guy, and it's the perfect size for all of the dishes, for the mini warmers and the dishes in the standard warmers. Just pop this little guy in there. This is just like a biscuit, you guys. It's gonna soak up all of that wax, and once it dries, just peel a layer off, and then you can use it again. And you'll get 2 or 3, sometimes 4 if you're not doing a lot of cubes in your warmers. You can get at least 2 or 3 uses out of these. Super, super handy. So this is something that's great to have around. So I had Pretty in Plaid going in my bathroom, popped my cotton cleanup in there, soaked that all up, peeled it off, and going into my bathroom, I like to have fresh fragrances in my bathroom all the time, regardless of what season it is, especially back when we had a cat and the litter box was in there. Gotta be fresh. But like a little boy's room, there's all kinds of smells happening in there. So fresh fragrances is where I tend to go. We're gonna switch over to Best in Snow, and this was a fun one for this season. And Best in Snow is evergreen again, and mint, and super icy, but not overpowering. The mint isn't like peppermint that's just going to assault your nose. It's just very fresh and brisk and just nice for a bathroom. I don't know if I would like this one if it were for a larger area. It might be too much, but for a smaller area like a bathroom, it was really great. And so I'm popping this one again into my frosted flannel. So then in my kitchen, so I typically have at least 2 warmers going, if not 3, because I can. And I love home fragrance, and I like for my house to smell nice and different. I like to be able to change it up all the time. But the best feeling ever was when my mother-in-law was here last week for the holiday, and she just stopped and looked at me at one point and said, "Your house smells really nice." Yay! Scentsy for the win. So can't hardly beat that when the mother-in-law gives you a compliment like that. So in my kitchen, again with the snowflakes, I have 2 warmers plugged in. Only one of them has wax because it's too small a space to have more than one fragrance going. But I love, love, love our Crystal Christmas mini warmer. This one is out of stock right now, and I don't think it's gonna come back, but it's just soft and pretty, and the glow on it is really nice. That is, again, a mini warmer, so that one is plugged into an outlet, and I'm just using it as a night light, but I don't have any wax in there. And just real quick to mention, the great thing with those mini warmers, so Crystal Christmas and Frosted Flannel that's in my bathroom, I love the versatility with these because you can either plug them into a wall to use like a nightlight, or take it off of that plug and pop it onto one of our tabletop bases, and then you've got a smaller size tabletop warmer for those areas where you don't have room, or if you just find a mini warmer that you like better but you don't want to have to plug it into the wall like a nightlight. Works perfect on the table that way. So love it. But so that one I do have plugged in like a nightlight, but there's no wax in it. The one in my kitchen that does have wax in it is Crystallized Blue, and this one so popular. And this one, like Frosted Flannel, actually sold out when it first became available this season, and joy of joys, Scentsy brought it back. That never happens. I guess I can't say that. I can't say it never happens because now it's happened a couple times this season. But Frosted Flannel sold out and I managed to get it the second time around, and Crystallized Blue sold out and I got it the second time around. But again with the snowflakes, and it's got the beautiful blue sparkle to it, and then the white snowflakes just really makes it pop. I love it. But in there I had Cozy Fireside. This is another one that I wasn't so sure about, but I kind of went out of my comfort zone with scents this season, and Cozy Fireside was one of them. Now this one has, what was in this one? Cozy Fireside is spices, ginger, and cinnamon. Usually cinnamon, I'm not a huge fan, but it's not overpowering in Cozy Fireside, which was really nice. And I found that this one and Pretty in Plaid worked really nice together. Now I don't have my actual wax warmers, like the warmers with wax in them. I don't keep them too close together in my house, again, because you don't want to walk in and have like conflicting smells. But when I did notice these two meeting up, they worked really nice together. We had some of the little bit fresher and pine, like the fir smell, and then more of the warm and spicy with the Cozy Fireside, and they just kind of really played nice together. So I think maybe next time, maybe I'll do a little bit of each and mix them together. And that might be a really good video for next time. If anybody has recipes for mixing and matching waxes together, because I'm always hesitant. I don't want to waste a wax and mix it with something and go, oh no, that was a horrible idea. But if anybody's got great ideas for fragrances to mix together, drop a comment for me and maybe we'll do a video with people's recipes that mixes that they really love, or maybe some warnings too, like, oh, I put these together and they were awful. Maybe that would be good too. But so we had Cozy Fireside in there. That one came out, and Just For You went in. And Just For You is blackberry, balsam, and pine. So we've got a little bit of a fruity note in there, but it's not overpowering. It's definitely a winter smell. It's definitely got the pine and the balsam that keeps it wintry, but then the blackberry just kind of cuts it a little bit to kind of make it festive. So that one went into my crystallized blue in my kitchen. So that is what I'm warming right now. So we went from Pretty in Plaid and Cozy Fireside to Best in Snow and Just For You in my warmers. And then again, we've got Jammy Time going. We're jamming Jammy Time in the bedroom with the mini fan diffuser. So, and then of course, don't forget about your cotton cleanups. These can be a lifesaver. These are fantastic. Please, no pouring out of your melted wax. Don't do that. Don't be stupid like me. So that's what we've got. Just wanted to mention one quick thing as we're going out of the holidays and into a new season. If you are finding, because we're coming up February 1st, we're coming up on our catalog change. So if there is something that you found this season that you absolutely love and that you don't ever want to live without, add it to your Scentsy club. So everybody loves these subscription services. Now, Scentsy has two. We can either do Scentsy Club, which you determine what is delivered and how often. So add in all of the things that you could run out of. Light bulbs, pods, like these for the diffusers. You can add wax, you can add oils. Did I say light bulbs? Light bulbs, anything that you could run out of, you can add in there and it can be delivered to you automatically. But the wonderful thing about Scentsy Club, say you totally fell in love with Best in Snow, just as an example, because it was the closest one I could reach. And you don't ever want to be without it, but you're afraid that it's seasonal and it might go away, either temporarily for the season or for good. If you have a wax, if you've got a fragrance or oil or whatever, if you've got a fragrance added to your Scentsy Club, even if Scentsy discontinues it, they will continue to make it for you, and you can get it forever. So if you've got something that you've fallen in love with and you don't want to be without, and you go through it on a regular basis and you don't want the hassle of having to reorder it all the time, throw it in your Scentsy Club. Get it every month, get it every 2 months, however frequently you want, and those things are going to be delivered right to your door. The other subscription service, and this one is a little bit more like some of the others that are out there, like the clothing ones and makeup that you see that you don't necessarily pick exactly what's coming to you, is Scentsy's Whiffbox. And what's going to come in Whiffbox are sample and full-size items as well as exclusives every month. And so they're going to send sample sizes of laundry products or body products. They're going to send samples of oils or waxes. They might send full-size bars. You might get a whole bottle of oil, as well as exclusive items. So this adorable little guy, this is Nick the Gnome. Nick the Gnome is a Scentsy Buddy clip. So he's got the clip on there so he can go on a backpack. My son likes to hang him on a dresser drawer, and he's got the scented fragrance beads inside, and he comes scented with Very Merry Cranberry, which is absolutely going to be in my next wax order and might have to go in my Scentsy Club because I'm not a fruity scent person, but this one is really, really good, you guys. So this was the first time I'd actually smelled it in a product, and I just love it. But Nick the Gnome cannot be purchased separately. He was only a part of December's Whiffbox. You can't get him otherwise. Adorable, adorable. And only available through Whiffbox. So it's a great way, Whiffbox is a great way to try out, if you're not sure, if you're just getting into Scentsy and you're not sure what kinds of things you would like, or if you want to try just a bunch of different things, like you've only done wax before, but you kind of want to dabble and see what other kinds of things you'd be interested in, Whiffbox is a great way. Or it's also great for gifting. If you have someone who loves home and personal fragrance, but you're not really sure what to get them, but you know that they would love a gift like that, send them a Whiffbox. That way, they're getting lots of different products at a really great price. And if they love it, then they continue with the subscription on their own, or you continue it, or however you want it to work. But subscription boxes are a great way to kind of get into things. They're going to send trendy items, stuff that's really popular, new seasonal things, and stuff like Nick the Gnome, who you can't get anywhere else. You can't get otherwise, because if you go on my website, you cannot find him. So that's what I'm warming. That's what I was warming. And there are some options going into the new year of ways to get into Scentsy. And, if you're looking for things on a budget, Whiffbox might be a great way. That way you're not committing to whole big amounts of just one thing. You're getting little bits of everything. Because of course everybody's very budget conscious at the beginning of the year. Or again, if you found something for the season that you just absolutely love and never want to do without, add it to your Scentsy Club and it will never go away. So if you have questions, if you've got suggestions, like we talked about, if you've got mixer suggestions, recipes for mixing different scents together, go ahead and drop some comments here. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. You can always get a hold of me on Facebook. Become a part of my VIP group, which is at LiveLoveMelt. Best way to get a hold of me right there. Excuse me. You can always ask questions by sending me an email, which is livelovemelt@gmail.com. Or you can order direct from my website, which is livelovemelt.scentsy.us. So thanks everybody for joining me. Have a happy healthy, and safe new year. And I look forward to talking to everybody again soon. Bye.